Feliz miércoles, right? Feliz miércoles. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, Haley. Feliz miércoles. Good morning, Kimora. How are you? ¿Qué tal? Yes, absolutely. Good, Kimora. So here's our last question down here. Good morning, Priscilla. How are you? ¿Estás bien? Very good. Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Muy bien. So you guys, while we're waiting for everyone else to join us, una vez más, one more time. Take a look at this. For the last time, actually. Yeah, for the last time. Right, we've completed another milestone. Buenos días, Elizabeth. Nikki, Lay, Marilisa, ¿cómo estás? So you guys, one last time, or one more time, una vez más. Check this out. Pop your answers in the chat. Feliz miércoles a todos. Happy Wednesday. Very good, Marilisa. One more question way down here, if you can see it at the bottom. James, I haven't heard from you. Lay, Elizabeth, Priscilla, Heaven, Nikki. What are you guys thinking? Yes, very good, Marilisa. Hola, Aslan, ¿cómo estás? Sí, muy bien. Very good, Heaven. Yep, so there's two questions here. There's this one, and then there's the one right below it. I don't know if y'all can see that very well. Good morning, Charlie. Aslan, ¿cómo estás? Haley, have I heard from you? Lay, do we have a camera? Let me hear from y'all. Okay, give me 1 second, Charlie, and I'll try to show you while we wait for everyone else to join in. Buenos dias, Melanie. Bienvenida. Welcome. Bienvenida. Buenos dias, Carolina. Stacy, ¿cómo estás? Okay, Melanie and Charlie, real quick, and Aslan, check out my Zoom screen, please. Can y'all see the screen I'm sharing with you? Yes, Melanie, Aslan, and Charlie. Y'all can see the screen? Yes. Okay. Let me go to student so it's just more familiar to you. Okay. So remember, we have our resource library here, right? On this left-hand side navigation bar, you should have these things. So compare yours to mine, Charlie, Aslan, and Melanie. Let me know if you do not see this thing that says launch VHL. Charlie, talk to me. Good morning, Arshus. Good morning. Charlie? You see it? Melissa, I know. I'm trying to specifically talk to Aslan, Charlie, and Melanie. So give me a thumbs up. You figured it out. Okay, but hold on, Charlie. I got a deal for you. So don't leave me yet. Okay. Take a look at my Zoom screen, Charlie. So we've been working in this Let's Get Started unit. Charlie. And you see these little fireworky things? Yes, give me a thumbs up if y'all see these. Melanie, Aslan, Charlie. All right. See the little fireworky things. The little fireworky things tell us that that is a VHL assignment. Okay, that it's something that you need to do. So if you click on it, right, it will take you straight to VHL. It should open it up for you, number one. Then you have these little googly eyes, because those are freebie points. You click on that, read the little presentation, and you get a point for that. Now you say, well, a point isn't much, so I'm going to ignore them. But if you have 5 or 6 of those, right, that's 5 points to pad your overall grade. Y'all with me on this? Yes? So anything with the little link symbol and the little googly eyes or the fireworks will directly take you to VHL. Okay. All right. Any other body need clarification about that? Okay. Muy bien. Well, buenos dias, Oriana. Buenos dias, Carlin. Okay. Happy Wednesday, you guys. We are almost done with the first quarter. Yay, us, right? Our first 9 weeks of school. Hoo-ha! That's kind of crazy. And, you know, the other day we paused a minute and we realized, I hope, how much you've added to your knowledge of Spanish from August, first week of August to now, those first 9 weeks, right? How much you know more now than you did then, or how much you understand more now than you did then. And so you should definitely pat yourself on the back, because learning another language, you guys, is hard. It's a lifelong endeavor. And so you've started on your way. Okay. That's correct, Aslan. That's correct. So what we're going to do today is that, well, first of all, we got to do up here, don't we? Okay. So which article do you think is more specific, more definite? Is it the dog or a dog? You can unmute or pop your answer in the chat. Which of these is more specific, the dog or a dog?
The dog.
The dog, right? Right, because we're saying that dog right there, the dog, right? Versus a dog, meaning like any dog, right? Okay. And so in Spanish, right, how do we say a? How do we say a dog, a cat, a chair, a person? Okay. We have un, very good, you guys, and una, right? Very good. Yes. And what if they're plural? What if they're plural? How do we say some dogs, some cats, some chairs, some books, some? Yes, we just pop an S in there, right? Un or uno becomes unos, right? And una becomes unas, okay? And that's when we're talking about things that we're not being specific about, right? A boy, a girl, a dentist, a doctor, you know, I don't know, whatever we're talking about, right? A chair, window, whatever we happen to be talking about. Okay. Yes. And so the ones that are specific are definite articles, and the ones that are not, right, are indefinite articles, is what we call them. Now, here's the plan for today. And everybody needs to really listen up. Thank you. And put their thinking cap on. Okay. For today. So here's what we're doing. First of all, clase, let's take a look at something. It says, hoy es, make sure you can see my Zoom screen. Hoy es miércoles, el primer octubre. El primer. So you guys, today is October 1st, right? Remember when we were doing our dates and our calendar stuff? we said that even in English, we don't say it's the 1 October or October 1, right? We say it's October 1st or the 1st of October. We do that in English as well. So remember, in Spanish, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to say the first, el primer octubre. Yes, you guys, I'm so glad it's October. You have no idea how happy I am. It's October. It's fall. Yes. Okay. Even though it's 87 degrees or something outside, it still gives me hope that things are going to cool off. Okay. Okay. What are we doing today? Vamos a repasar. So we're going to review para la prueba. So remember, you guys, a prueba for us is a quiz, a real deal quiz, right? Y completar la historia de Miguel. And we're going to finish the story about Miguel. We're going to do a quick activity. If we have time, we'll see how far we get. Some activity with Miguel. Okay. All right. Any questions about what we're doing? All right. So if you are the kind of person, we're going to review for our quiz first. If you're the kind of person who wants to take notes, who, whatever it is, now would be the time. If you want to write down like what you need to know, maybe make yourself, you guys, it's really good to get into a habit to kind of keep a little notepad next to your computer, and you can make yourself some notes like, things I need to do, right, to remind myself. Okay. So if you want to do that, feel free to do that. I don't like surprises when it comes to testing and stuff. So make sure, what we do is we review with the actual quiz, with the actual prueba. Okay. All right. So we're getting ready to do that now. All right. So, let me pull it up here and I will show you what we're going to do. This will be mañana, right? Tomorrow. Okay, you guys. Now, several of you have not yet completed your practices on the definite and indefinite articles. I can assure you today, tonight, whatever, you need to do those practices. That's what they are there for. Okay, so that you can practice and then be ready for the quiz. Okay. All right. If you guys have a question, raise your hand, pop it in the chat, speak up, whatever you prefer. Okay. So once again, you guys, if it's a real deal quiz, it will say prueba. That's the word we use, because in Canvas, sometimes activities have to be typed in as a quiz, okay? Like in the format of a quiz, but it's not going to be a quiz, right? So just know that it's only counting as a quiz, if you will, if you see the word prueba, okay? All right, so here's what it looks like. It's 36 points. I could not shave it off and make it worth fewer points, because that would kind of be unfair to you because of the amount of effort or the knowledge that you need to know. So I wanted to be fair and give you enough credit for that. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here, you guys. Here are your instructions, right? Please read the instructions carefully for each question. Be sure that you have all tabs closed. This will be tomorrow, so listen carefully. Be sure you have no notes, right? As always on quizzes, we have 3 attempts and Canvas will record the highest score. So you can't use the internet, you can't use your notes, you can't use the resource library, you can't use any of that, nothing that's in Canvas. The only online resource that you can use, you guys, is me. Okay, so you can ask me any kind of question during the quiz tomorrow, right? This is for tomorrow. Right now, we're just reviewing, okay? So today's the day to ask any questions, right? Okay, so here's what you're going to do. There's 5 sets of questions, okay? So in the first one, you'll notice you have the Spanish word. All you have to do is match what it means. So you have a vocab list, the guided notes, you have all the stuff in the modules, right? The slides, et cetera, that you can use to help you study. Okay, there's also, well, I shouldn't say that until I'm sure, so I won't. Okay, then you guys remember we talked about the fundamentals of Spanish. right? What is masculine? What is feminine? How do we know that, right? Then there are the goofy ones, the professions, right? That are like end in ista, et cetera, et cetera. Then there's the ones that end in an E or the ones that end in a letter, right? We've talked about all that. We've practiced all that. It is also in the module. If you need to revisit the explanation, it is all in the module or in the resource library or both. Okay. So again, if you have a question, stop me, right? So you are going to like finish the question, finish the sentence here. Okay. I'll show you as soon as we're done, Kimura, if you remind me. Okay, let me go through these questions and then just remind me. Okay, then you guys, we have our words like we've been practicing, and we need to choose the correct definite article. In other words, how do we say the boys, the girl, the doctors, the men, et cetera, et cetera? So all you have to do is click, is it el, la, los, or las? Simple enough. We've done it a million times. Oops. Okay. Question 4 are the indefinite articles. So we're going to say some teachers, a doctor, a tourist, a dentist, or some dentists, right? And again, you just choose unos or unas or una, right? And you, it's all the things that we practice. Like, what do we look for? What do we look for to make something? How do we know if something's masculine or feminine, singular or plural? Okay. And the last question is, you have these in English, right? And just like we've been doing in the warm-up, like we did today and we did earlier in the week, etc., you're just going to tell me, right, what these mean or what these are in Spanish, right? So how do we say the if it's something that's singular, right? Is it unos or unas? Is it el or la, et cetera, et cetera? Okay. All right. That is it. That's the whole thing. So do we have questions? Do we have questions? Okay. Kimura, your question was where do they talk about the E and the ista? So let me see if I can find that for you. Hola, Akari. Akari, you just missed out that we're having our test tomorrow and you just missed out on the review. So I would recommend after class is over that you watch the YouTube playlist so you can see what's on the quiz for tomorrow. Okay, I'm looking, Kimura. Give me a second. Okay. So in your module, okay, in our unit, you have this, it says las personas, vocab slides. Yeah. It's the slides I showed you when we learned. So you have all of these here that tell you what they mean, how they work. Okay. And yeah, if we keep going in here, okay, you guys, I don't know what slide that is, but if you go past the vocabulary, here are the explanations. So you guys could read through these slides if you wanted, right? What is something that ends in an O and A and E and ista, right? And if it ends in an OR, like professor or doctor, et cetera, okay? And then those practices that we kind of did together as a class. So it's all in that vocab if you want to, where it says las personas. Okay, any other questions? That was a good one. Anyone else? Preguntas? Okay, so let me pull up our next best thing here and let's see if we can do this. together. Let's see if I never know, if something is going to be blocked for you guys or not. So I always hate to promise. All right, come on, computer. Just jumping around. All right, let me see if I can get this working. All right. In your module, you will also see, check it out, you guys, a Quizlet straight up in your module, right? You guys, right here, it says Quizlet Las Personas, A and the, okay? And you can pull this up and there are flashcards. You can scroll down and it just gives you the list and sort of what they mean. And then you have an audio. Okay, if you want to hear how they're pronounced, notice it's got our vocab in it as well. So you can practice with this too if you don't want to look at the slides. Okay, the slides though give you that explanation. Then you guys, there are games that you can play for yourself to like test yourself or whatever. Okay, for today, for a real quick game, I'm going to put this link in the chat. And we're going to play a little bit just to kind of get ready for our quiz tomorrow. And hopefully it's not blocked. Okay. Okay. So here's your link in the chat. Let's see, everybody. There are 19 of you. Let's practice. I know you guys are probably tired of taking tests this week so far. Get a little break today. No, you do not have to, Melanie, unless you think you want to, but no, you don't have to. You and I should probably chat after class. Do you have lunch after this class? I forget what you guys' schedule is. Do you have lunch after this, Melanie? Lunch, right? Fourth period? Yeah, you have fourth period after this. Okay. So yeah, so Melanie, you and I need to kind of find some time to chit chat. Let me think about it and I'll reach out to you. Okay. Try to get you caught up. No problem. All right. I see 12 of us. I need 7 more. Where's everybody at this morning? Rapido, rapido, rapido. We have a shorter class period today. Akari, join us. Charlie, are you in with us here? Oriana, I don't think I said hello today. If I missed you, lo siento. All right, who else? I need 5 more. Who's not in? Elizabeth, are you in? Yes. James, come on. Come on, Haley. Click on the link, por favor. Dallas, I don't see you. Come on, you guys, we're running out of class time today. We don't have as much class time today. So speak up. Let's log in, please. All of this is practice so that we can feel more comfortable with what we're doing. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you, Haley. All right, let's try this. All right. There you go. Give it your best shot. Akari, you need to join us, please. All right, good job, you guys. Let's do one more time, right? And let's see if we can all get a few more extra, okay? All right, here we go. Playing again. Okay, anyone else want to join? All right, start game. Let's go. Let's do it one more time. All right, wow, that was fast. Ooh, woo, that was fast. Okay, great job, you guys. Okay, so let's switch gears. So tell me in chat, you guys, 3, 2, 1. 3, I'm ready for this quiz, bring it on. 2, I'm still a little iffy. 1, I don't know what you're talking about, Miss Rovello. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, real quick. All right, yay, yay, good answers. All right, muy bien, muy bien. All right. So what I would like to do is, what do we have, like 20-ish minutes? Okay, I would like for us to do one last kind of activity with our Miguel story. Okay. And I know last class we started doing questions and stuff. And I think I want to we can come back to those. For today, I think there's something else I'd want us to do, okay? Because we are short on time. So I'm going to put you guys the link again in the chat. Give me a second. Maybe. Yes. Okay. And we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a listening exercise where you guys are going to listen for mistakes. Okay. And because it's the first time that we're doing this, we're going to kind of cheat a little bit, right? We're going to cheat. So what I would like for you to do is to just make sure that not only are you in the Nearpod, right, but that you are looking at the story itself. Okay, quickly. You guys should see that. Yay, I have Rihanna, Elizabeth, Carlin, Caroline, Heaven, Lay, Priscilla, I think Kimura, I can't tell. Yeah, there you are, Kimura. Okay, anyone else? Let's go. You guys, we need to practice. And then I want to give you some work time. So the quicker y'all can log in, I don't mean to be rushing, but okay, so in the Nearpod, yeah, fast forward to what you should see is the story page. Okay, the story page. And so it should look like that. Okay. Make sure that you, if you can make it larger, if you can like zoom in. I'm not sure if it let you guys zoom in. Yeah. Oh, Rihanna, are you in the Nearpod? I see you in the Nearpod. Okay. Yeah. Make sure that you are looking at the story page and we're going to use it to kind of cheat. And I'm going to give you guys 4 sentences. And I'm going to repeat them several times. And your job is to listen for the error. So I'm going to say it wrong. Okay. I'm going to say it wrong. You have what's correct in front of you. So let's listen and see if we can find what is wrong. What am I saying incorrectly? Okay. And then you guys can pop it in the chat, or you can unmute, or whatever's fastest. Raise your hand, whatever works. Okay. Is everybody clear on the instructions? Yeah. So you're comparing what you hear with what is correct on your story screen. Okay. Everybody good? Give me a thumbs up, por favor. See? Nikki, you good? All right. Muy bien. Elizabeth, yeah? Okay. All right. So, numero uno, right? So we're paragraph number 1 there, or sentences number 1. Let me get myself organized. I guess I should do the same, huh? Should get myself organized. Hold on. All right, here we go. En una pequeña ciudad hay un niño que se llama Miguel. Él es amigo de un chico que se llama Carlos. Okay, I'll read it again. Remember, you're listening and looking to see what you hear you think is wrong with what I'm saying. Okay, I'll do it again. En una pequeña ciudad hay un niño que se llama Miguel. There's an error in that sentence. Did you hear it by chance? Very good, Kimura. Anyone else? Very good, Elizabeth. Okay, I'll say it again. En una pequeña ciudad hay un niño que se llama Miguel. Anyone else? What do you hear wrong? What word is wrong? Very good, Marilisa. Okay. Listen again. En una pequeña ciudad hay un niño que se llama Miguel. What do you hear that's wrong? Nikki? Elizabeth? You told me your answer. James? Priscilla? Yes. Yes. Very good, Lay. Carolina, what do you hear that's wrong? Melanie, do you hear something that's wrong? Stacy? Oriana, you hear anything that's wrong? Yes, I will repeat it. En una pequeña ciudad hay un niño que se llama Miguel. What do y'all? Yes, remember, this is just guessing, right? This is just doing your best. I don't expect you to be perfect. Yes, Priscilla, muy bien. So in the first line, you guys, I said, let me make this smaller. I said, instead of una here, I said un. Okay. I said en un pequeña ciudad. And I should have said en una pequeña ciudad. Okay. Now, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Who can explain it? Go ahead. Why does
it matters because it's going to determine either if it's masculine or feminine.
Yeah, because look, you guys, ciudad is feminine. Pequeña ends in an A. That's how the city's being described, right? It's a small city. So I have to say una because it's feminine. I don't change. We cannot change whether or not something is masculine or feminine. It is what it is. We just have to learn it that way, right? Okay, so then we have to speak correctly. If it's feminine, we have to say una. Okay, all right, now you know what we're doing. Okay, let's listen for number 2. Okay. It won't let you go to the story page. Can you, all right, let's see if we can do this. How about if I share my screen? Okay. All right. Is that helpful if I share my screen, you guys? All right. So I'm on 2 here. Okay. So let me know what you hear that's incorrect. Miguel quiere ser maestro, pero Carlos quiere ser periodista. Miguel quiere ser maestro, pero Carlos quiere ser periodista. What do you hear? Or what do you think you hear? Yes, good, Elizabeth. Yeah, what do you think you hear? That's all I'm asking. Miguel quiere ser maestro, pero Carlos quiere ser periodista. Good, Carlin. Good, Marilisa. Good, Arshis. Okay, Priscilla. Very good, Carolina. All right, some of you got this one. So good job, you guys. So I said periodisto, right? And it should be periodista. Because remember those ISTA words, those professions like periodista, dentista, and those, right? They are always going to end that way. They are not going to change just because, like in this case, Carlos is a dude, right? It's just always going to be periodista. It's one of those feminine and masculine words. Okay. Okay, stop me if you have a question. All right, let's do a couple more. Let me clear up my mess here. Erase all, erase all. There we go. Okay, yes. All right, so I'm on, you guys, número 3. Yeah, número 3. Okay. All right, so listen carefully. Juan es un hombre. La mujer de Juan es dentista en la pequeña ciudad. Juan es un hombre. La mujer de Juan es dentista en la pequeña ciudad. Yep, Kimura, good. Good, you guys picked that one up. Muy bien. Anybody else? I'll do it one more time. You guys tell me what you think is wrong. James, I'd like to hear from you. La mujer de Juan es dentista en la pequeña ciudad. What do y'all think? Kevin, did you tell me what you thought? Stacy, good job. Nikki, good job. Anyone else? Yeah, you guys got it. I said mujera, right? And it's not. It's just one of those. It's just the way the word is, even though it means wife or woman. Okay, that's just what it means. Okay, one last one, you guys. We're on 4. Good job. Okay, we're on 4, número 4. All right, now listen carefully. Todos los días, los amigos van juntos a la escuela donde estudian con su profesor. Todos los días, los amigos van juntos a la escuela donde estudian con su profesor. Very good. 3 of you picked it up. One more time. I'd like to hear from a few more. Todos los días, los amigos van juntos a la escuela donde estudian con su profesor. Good, Nikki. Yes, if you guys heard that I forgot my S on amigo, right? Right? Because it's los amigos, right? It's los, it was plural. So amigo needs to be plural as well, right? Los amigos. Yay, give you guys, some of you did fantastic. A lot of you did fantastic on that. That's wonderful. We will do those as the year goes on, right? And we'll get better and better at it. But you guys did a fantastic job. So pat yourselves on the back. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right. We only have a couple of minutes, you guys. It took a little longer today than I thought, but I'm glad we were able to review for the quiz, et cetera, et cetera. If you have a question on an assignment or something, remember that everything needs to be turned in. I'd like to have everything by Friday. That would be lovely at the end of the day. And if you have a question about anything, just put it in the inbox and I'll try to answer you as quickly as I can. You do have a couple of minutes. What I would ask that you do, you can go ahead and click out of the Nearpod. What I would ask that you do is make sure that you're looking in your VHL to make sure that you're not missing anything in there, right? To look in your grades and make sure you've turned everything in, okay? You guys have done a lovely, lovely, lovely job. This first quarter, it's a lot, you know, it's a lot. So you guys have done a really, really nice job. Okay. So we have about a minute left. Just pop in to check your grades, pop into VHL, make sure you've got everything done. And if you have a question, just let me know before we leave today. Okay. Melanie. I'm thinking, Melanie, that can you whoa, class is not over yet. I'm not sure why we're logging off. Melanie, can you meet me on Tuesday during my office hours, which would be at 1:45, and then we can work up a plan. What do you think? Okay, so let me show you something real quick, Mel. In your Canvas page for this class, there's something over here called a learning vault. Okay. So if you click on that, and yours is going to look a little different than mine, of course, but if you come down here, actually, that's not it. It's this one. Is it this one? I forget. I forget where I put it, you guys. Is it this one? Yeah. So it's in class resources, right? If you click here, this is my Zoom link, and you can just join me. You don't have to worry about signing up for an appointment because I would expect you. So you could just click here for the Zoom link. Okay. All right, you guys. Adios a todos. Have a lovely, lovely day. Nos vemos mañana. Okay. Prueba mañana. Have a great one. Adios. Yes. Yes, Melanie.